Now, as a CPA, a lot of people come to me and ask, hey Terrell, how can I lower my tax liability? And some people already have an answer. They're like, you know what, I heard that I can just start a home-based business and I can write off expenses which will help me reduce my tax liability. And whenever I hear that, I always think, this could be a very tricky situation that you're gonna get yourself into trouble if you're not mindful. Now, you may be thinking, well, you know, if they're legitimate business expenses, then I could write it off. And I'm like, yes, if they are legitimate business expenses, you could write it off. But what you may not be aware of is the IRS actually has a rule that helps them determine whether your business is really a business or whether it's just a hobby. And if the IRS says your business is a hobby, then you lose all of the tax benefits that come with running a business. Now, the way that rule works is the IRS says if you lose money more than 3 out of 5 years, then your business is no longer considered a business for tax purposes. It is actually considered a hobby. And if it is a hobby, you don't get any of the benefits of being able to write off expenses or whatever. So if you've heard the advice of, hey, you need to lower your tax liability, so start a home-based business, I always implore people, if you are going to start a business, you need to have a very real and serious effort to actually generate a profit. If you are starting a business just for the purpose of reducing your tax liability and writing off expenses, then you probably might find yourself in trouble with the IRS if you are not aware of how the rules actually work. So, if you're taking tax advice from, like I said, some stranger or some random post you saw on the internet, I would probably advise you to think twice before you actually use that advice. Or, in most cases, I always tell people, contact the accountant or your CPA, or watch the videos from the Business Talk Library, because if you follow the wrong advice when it comes to taxes, you could find yourself getting into a lot of trouble.